Now to somebody who probably knew him better than most of us, former Springbok centre Hennie le Roux joining us on the line. Now, Hennie, thank you very much for speaking to us in what must be a very difficult evening for you. Just tell us, just what went through your mind when you heard this news.
Yes, Rebecca, we obviously it's terribly sad. He leaves behind a family that would be really raw at this stage, and our condolences go out to him, his family, and all those closely attached to him. And I'm probably speaking on behalf of the '95 World Cup squad that he was such an inspiration to us all, and having him leave us this prematurely is terribly sad.
You played with him in that '95 team, Hennie, and just tell us about, just his role there in a team that was mostly white, and him being Chester Williams in that team.
Yeah, Chester was a wonderfully humble guy. He was someone who was a fantastic example to kids. He was never boastful. He was never someone who overplayed his part, and he was a staunch Christian, and someone that a lot of youngsters looked up to and admired, and he was a real example for a lot of people in South Africa.
Now, we know that since he retired, Hennie, he was active on the coaching circuit, including some training with the Springbok Sevens team, Super Rugby's Cats and the Pumas as well. Just what have we lost in terms of a mentor and that experience that Chester Williams came with?
Well, his effort in trying to put something back into rugby was massive, and I think from that perspective, not only as a human being, but also as someone who played a large part in uniting the country and getting people together and trying to bridge the divide that existed in the past was critical. And to lose him at this stage is I can't explain to what extent we're sad about it.
Just tell us about, you knew him, I assume, as more than just a sportsman, Hennie. Who was Chester Williams, the person, when he wasn't on the field?
Yeah, like I said, he was someone who lived his life according to good morals, principles, values, and a lot of people, could look to him and just only aspire to what he achieved and how he lived his life.
And, as a sportsman, I think, at a very difficult time in our country where we actually need to be reminded of the things that unify us, and sport was definitely one of those. What are the lessons that we can take from how he conducted himself as a sportsman and was a team player in a very difficult time then as well?
Yeah, indeed it was, and he didn't see the differences as strongly, and we're talking about a good 25 years ago. He did what he could to try and embrace and encourage and do the right thing. And we look at our environment today, 25 years on, and we just see the often hate and the division that is sowed in the public, which is the most saddest thing for everyone, and we constantly hear it. It's given as an excuse, and it's time that we start uniting as a country and getting behind each other and doing the right thing for the right reasons.
Thanks very much for chatting to us at this very difficult time. Former Springbok centre Hennie le Roux will be